Hey TikTok, I'm just on here trying to see if anyone else is feeling how I am feeling. I mean, it's the gas prices and the electric bills and the food. I work overtime and I just feel like I can't get my head above water, and I just want to know if anybody is feeling like they are drowning. Oh, bull fucking hoe! You voted for that orange turd, and there you go. There you go. You want one of these pastries I got over here? I got a cupcake.
All right, Trumpers, come and get me, fuck faces. Here we go. Listen, Donald Trump and his tariffs are back at it. I don't understand why, because here's the thing. You and me are paying for these damn tariffs. And here's the thing. Let me break it down for you MAGA freaks, okay? When you go to the grocery store and the shit is more expensive, you go buy a can of beans and the beans is normally $1 and now they're $2, you're paying for the tariffs because the companies are not eating it. And Donald Trump is saying that we've raked in billions, if not trillions of dollars on tariffs. Why are we not being transparent with where this money's going? Not only that, he's also talking about implementing more tariffs throughout the world, which is also going to create more job loss, just like with John Deere laying people off, Walmart laying people off. The company that I work for, we are going on a hiring freeze starting next month. We are not hiring any more bodies. They will shift people around where I work because of Donald Trump's tariffs. We're getting a week off for Thanksgiving. We're getting a week off for Christmas. We've already been told that. The place that I work, we work 24/7, 7 days a week. That building runs, but not off Donald Trump. So tell me how we're fucking thriving. If you think we're thriving, you are delusional. Go look at yourself in the mirror because you're crazy.
This is going to be a follow, unfollow, or block me type of a situation. And if you don't like cussing, this is where you want to click off. I keep seeing these videos from former Trump supporters about how they regret their vote and they've woken up. And then I keep seeing all these videos from independents and Democrats that we should be welcoming and be kind and be understanding. Let me say this with my whole fucking chest. Fuck no and fuck you, and here's why. I don't forgive you, and I never will. And this is where most of you are going to click the fuck off because you don't want to hear the hard truth. This isn't about one policy or one mistake, the way you're trying to make it seem. This is about a man who ripped the soul of our nation in half. While you stood by in a MAGA hat, he poisoned our culture. He mocked, bullied, and threatened anyone who didn't swear absolute loyalty to him. Like a fucking dictator. He stoked a rage inside of people that gave fascists and racists permission to come screaming out of the fucking woodwork. But that wasn't enough for you. You voted for him not once, not twice, but 3 fucking times. Now you want back in because something finally touched you? Because now your rights, your family, your life is somehow threatened? You didn't care when he said he was going to carry out mass deportations. You didn't care when he vowed to dismantle our goddamn government. You didn't care about the environment, women's rights, civil rights, or even fucking democracy itself. Simultaneously called yourself a fucking patriot. You didn't care about honor or decency. You supported a man who was brutally unkind, who hates the poor, hates anyone that's not white. You called yourself a fucking Christian while supporting it. You watched this fucker orchestrate an insurrection, but that wasn't enough for you because you still showed up. Now, when the flames are licking your fucking porch, you want to come stand behind our shield? Same fucking snowflakes you've been mocking for a decade? Now we're supposed to welcome you? You put the bullets in Trump's gun. I want you to stay regretful. I want you to live in that discomfort every motherfucking day. The same way that every person you voted to hurt is gonna live in it. You don't get applause from me or from anybody on my side for pointing out the fire when you lit the fucking match. Don't come to us for comfort. Damn sure don't expect trust, because 4 years and a better Republican candidate, your ass is gonna vote red again. And even if you do vote blue, do not think for one goddamn second that you voting blue in a future election erases the fucking hatred and destruction that you have unleashed on this country. We don't need you to feel better about yourself. That's not our job. We need you to make it right without asking for absolution. So no, you will never get absolution from me or anybody like me. You will get spun around and pointed at a fucking mirror. You will get it from yourself by showing up every goddamn day to undo the damage that you have done. By confronting your own community, by speaking out and standing up against the same spineless piece of shit politicians that you supported and helped put into office. You want to unfuck this nation? Earn it. With your actions, not your fucking words.
This Trump supporter is finding out the hard way. Josh Smith runs Montana Knife Co. He voted for Trump, probably thinking that America First would help small manufacturers like him, but instead, he just got hit with a $77,000 tariff, just for buying a machine from Germany that he literally can't get in the US. He really thought the guy who's bankrupted multiple casinos was going to help him and his small business? What a moron. Only 2 companies in the world make a blade grinding machine that he needs, and they're both in Germany. Thanks to Trump's EU tariffs, Josh has to pay an extra 15%. But wait, it gets better. He used to buy his steel from a US-based company in New York, but that company went bankrupt, and now his steel comes from Sweden. And you guessed it, Trump slapped a tariff on that one too, to the tune of 50%, starting next year. Dang, Josh, you just can't stop winning. And to be honest, I thought this whole thing was about buying American first. Why aren't you just manufacturing the machine you need, Josh? Sounds pretty easy based off how Trump puts it. If Trump loved small businesses so much, then why is he putting in so many policies that make it harder to stay afloat? Seems to me like voting for the guy who's never had a successful business in his life isn't going to care about saving or helping yours.
Here's news. July of 2025 has seen the highest number of corporate bankruptcies since the COVID pandemic. Let that sink in. Trump has proven that he's worse for the economy than a once-in-a-century global pandemic. Yeah, and remember all that manufacturing is going to be moving back to America garbage that he fed his cult? Not a single company, 0, none, have moved back to the United States. And why is that? Because Trump's idiotic tariffs have sent the price of raw materials through the roof, so companies can't even move back to the United States even if they wanted to. And if you need any more proof that our economy is crumbling under Trump, look at the animal shelters. Pet surrenders at shelters is skyrocketing because families can't even afford to feed and care for their animals anymore. Families are being forced to give up their pets. That's how bad it's gotten. This isn't America first. This is America burned to the ground while he feeds his ego and lines his pockets. He's tanking the economy, destroying small businesses, ripping families apart, and killing American jobs while his followers clap like trained seals. Trump isn't saving America. He's suffocating it.
What's up, guys? Archie here. Happy 420, everybody. So, like I predicted, Donald Trump had his absolute ass handed to him the other day in Alaska from Vladimir Putin. I'm seeing a lot of comments of people talking about, oh, well, you know, there's other American presidents that met with Putin and Russian leaders. That is true. Yes, that is true. But you morons fail to see the actual point that I'm trying to make. Yes, those meetings happened. They were at G20, G7, or I'm sorry, G20 or G8 summits before Russia was kicked out of the G8, I believe, and now it's just the G7 summit. And back in the day, there was the G20, and those are usually held in Switzerland or, you know, places that are kind of neutral territory for all the countries involved. But I think it's funny that, like, even when you guys try to use Google to fact check things, and, like, facts are right in front of you, even, like, those pictures clearly show, like, one shows G20, but yet, like, you fail to see the point and the reasoning behind it all. Like, your ignorance is... It blows my mind the level of ignorance y'all have. No American president would ever in their right mind do what Donald Trump did for Vladimir Putin. He legitimized him on the world stage. He let that man speak first. It's always the home country that speaks first. He walked out of there with zero, absolutely zero promises, of course. And I believe the next day they bombed a care center or something, killing women, children, and 8 or 10 people. So not only was it a total failure, a flop, but it made Donald Trump look, and his whole administration look weak as shit. But it makes America as a whole look pretty weak. When you have soldiers in uniform on their hands and knees rolling out a fucking red carpet, and I hope you see the anger and disgust in my fucking face, because it about made me throw up to see that. And like I told y'all, I was never in the military. I've never sworn an oath to the Constitution. But as an American citizen, we all have we swear a silent oath to the Constitution. Any regular American with a backbone would agree with me. It's coming, you guys. It's coming. Like, Trump will take your guns. He'll take your guns away from you. He'll try in the blue states first to take the guns. Any state that can possibly, do anything against him, he's going to come for your guns. That's going to be one of the next steps down the line. Project 2025, dude, it says it. They're going to take everybody's guns. They want to leave everybody with no arms to defend themselves. So when they go for their full takeover, we'll be sitting ducks. So just get ready, guys. The divide is there. It is us versus them. And the only way to get rid of MAGA is to cut it out like a cancer. Peace.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to quit because it's not bullshit. It's what he's saying. It is what he is saying. Do you not get that through your head? I mean, come on. It's ridiculous that we have a president sitting talking about, what if I make a joke about starting a war so we can take away democracy? How is that funny to you? How is that acceptable from a president? Because if that was coming from Biden or Obama or Clinton or literally any other president, even Bush, the media would be upset. The American people would be upset because clearly you don't give a shit about American lives. You don't care about our service members. You don't care about the people who have to go fight these wars because of a stupid comment that the president made. Yeah, I'm not going to stop. You can leave.
Well, it's happened again. One of these big MAGA supporters who accused the Democrats of being PDF files was just arrested for being a PDF file. Check this out. Here he is. His name is Evan Alexander Gleason, and here's some things that he posted in the past on his Twitter. This one says, not all Biden supporters are PDF files, but all of them decided that groping kids isn't a deal breaker. And this one says, I've lost count of the accusations that have come out since Epstein. Bill Clinton's best friend was arrested. Why hide? Come on, people. You're leftist. Why not just admit you're proud of Bill for being a PDF file and be done with it? This is honestly how it always goes. The people being the loudest, accusing the Democrats of all of these terrible things, are the ones that are doing the exact things themselves. For years now, MAGA leaders and influencers have pushed this crazy QAnon-style conspiracy theory that honestly sounds schizophrenic about Democrats being involved in some massive PDF file ring. They weaponize fear to smear their opponents and hide their own corruption. And what happens a majority of the time, it's the people in their own movement that are getting caught. Countless pastors, Republican officials, Trump supporters, the ones claiming they're saving the children, are the ones actually harming them.
I never thought in a million years that I would actually regret voting for Donald Trump. Listen to this, you guys. My job has been frozen. Okay, I was one of the top researchers in my department. And, I never thought the day would come when an unelected person like Musk would start digging into where everyone's tax dollars are going. I thought my job was safe. Okay, now because of Donald Trump and Elon Musk, how are we ever going to find out if cats really hate dogs and dogs really hate cats? I mean, we were making groundbreaking work, okay? And we were on the cusp of discovering that felines and canines really do, at their core, hate each other. And now it's gone. It's all gone. I cannot believe I voted for this.